This is an excerpt from First Comes Scandal by Julia Quinn.
Lord Manston leaned over and said something in his ear. Georgie was no lip reader, but she was fairly certain it was, "This was my idea." Nicholas turned to Georgie. "Do you think anyone will notice if we leave?" She shook her head. "Not even a little bit." "We must make plans," Lady Bridgerton announced. "No time for a grand wedding," Lord Bridgerton reminded her. "I'm not talking about the wedding," she replied. "I'm talking about after. Where will they live?" "Edinburgh, mamma," Georgie said, even though the question, while about her, had not been directed toward her. "Nicholas must return to school." "Yes, of course, but—" Lady Bridgerton let her words trail off, and she made a little motion with her hands that seemed to indicate that she expected everyone to understand what she meant. "But nothing, mamma. I will go with him to Scotland." "Darling," her mother said, "you don't want to go to Edinburgh right away." Georgie kept her expression scrupulously even and matter-of-fact. "But I do." "Don't be silly. Nothing will be ready." "I don't mind." "That's only because you don't know." Georgie tried not to grit her teeth. "Then I'll learn." Lady Bridgerton turned to Lady Manston as if to say, "Help me here." Lady Manston smiled brightly. "Lord Manston wishes to lease a house for you in Newtown." "Newtown?" Georgie echoed. She didn't know much about Edinburgh, she realized. Nothing, really. "It's the new part of town," Nicholas said. "Oh, that's helpful," she muttered. He shrugged. "It's true." She scowled. "Really?" "Some of Andrew's friends are involved in the planning," Lord Manston said. "It's all very progressive, I'm told." Nicholas's older brother Andrew was an architect by training, if not by degree. Georgie had always enjoyed him talking about architecture and engineering, and if he said Newtown was the place to lease a house, she was sure he was correct. This did nothing to mitigate the fact, however, that if one more person tried to tell her what she wanted, she was going to scream. "Georgiana," Lady Manston said, "it will be very rough in Edinburgh." "Rough?" Georgie echoed. "What the devil did that mean?" Nicholas leaned forward, frowning at his mother. "What are you talking about? It's a perfectly civilized city." No, Lady Manston replied. "That's not what I meant. I'm sure it will be a lovely place to live. Eventually." She turned to Georgie. "You must understand, even once a suitable house is found, there will be much to do. Furniture to purchase, servants to hire." "I can do all that," Georgie said. "Georgie," her mother said, "I'm not sure you understand." "I can do all that," Georgie ground out. "Only if you want to," Nicholas said.